and good luck. And welcome back to Good Luck with Gino, episode 41. Not as exciting as the number 40, but it does indicate that we're moving closer to 50, to 100, and so forth. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, give me a 5-star review, leave a comment, share it with a friend. If you're watching on YouTube, which you should be, and why is that? Well, wouldn't you know, I brought my A game again today. Something light for the seasons. We got this very rare Bored Ape Yacht Club jacket on today because it's raining and cold and shitty outside. I'm wearing a one-of-one shirt made by my father, who's a painter and an artist. This is Jahmyr Gibbs of the Detroit Lions. And we're going to talk about the Detroit Lions very soon. I got the Fendi sweatpants on today, just something real casual. At first glance, you can't even tell they're Fendi, but if you look close, you see the felt Fs, the Fendi pattern. We do have the black plastics on, the Cartiers. Again, some people hear plastic, they think cheap. Oh, what are those cheap plastic glasses? No, these aren't Ray-Bans from Sunglass Hut, bud. Okay? Watch your mouth. These aren't sunglasses at all. They're face jewelry. Okay? We do have the pinky ring by St. Jules on. We are wearing the Tony Soprano Rolex. Oh, and this, well, it's the tennis chain. Playing tennis on my neck. Just playing a quick round on my neck. Like Rory McIlroy. Now, let's get into the week. Oh, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, which you should be, yada, yada, yada. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment below. Now, I just got back from Home Depot. There isn't going to be a lengthy story here. I just wanted to rant about how much I fucking hate Home Depot. I despise Home Depot. Let me give you just an average Home Depot experience, and I'm just going to tell the story of today, and that pretty much wraps it up. I got an LED screen, an LED like digital art installation thing for my place, and it came from Australia, and so the fucking power cord that I got is like an Australian power cord. So I like got it installed. I did this whole fucking thing. Cost me a bunch of money because I'm just not a handyman. So I went on TaskRabbit, as I do. Got this guy to mount it. It's all perfect. Bop, bop, bop. It's beautiful. And I go to plug it in. Oh, it's the wrong power cord. This power cord is for Australia. Now, I think that everybody should have regular fucking cords and outlets. And when I say regular, I mean American. Okay? Because can't we all just agree on one thing? That this is what an outlet should look like. It should be the two fucking prongs and the middle prong, and they should all be the same across the globe. I don't know how much money it would cost to get everybody to agree, but the US can pay for it. We'll cover it. We'll have everybody's outlets fucking replaced. Fuck free healthcare. We're clearly not doing that. Let's just decrease our military spending by like 0.006% and use that money to get everybody on the world using the same outlets. Because what the fuck are we doing? Anyway, that's my first, when I'm president, that's the first thing I'm going to do. So I have to get an adapter. So I go to Home Depot, and Home Depot is too big. Home Depot has, and I'm not exaggerating, like 100 aisles. Why are there so many fucking aisles? Okay. And it's like 800 stores in one. There's like a gardening place. There's like painting and electrical. And I'm trying to find this adapter. And the thing is, Home Depot has 100 aisles and 6 people that work there. I can never fucking find anybody that works at Home Depot. So for 10 minutes, I wander around just trying to find this thing, which I know I'm not going to find. Okay. I don't know why I do this. I'm so like stubborn. I don't need to ask for help. I can figure this out. Can never fucking find anything. Finally, I'm like, all right, I need to find someone that works here. So then I wander around for 5 minutes trying to find somebody. I feel like a kid lost in an amusement park trying to find my parents. I'm looking for anybody in an orange vest. I finally find somebody, And he's like, oh, I'm actually in that department. Let me find you somebody from that department from electrical. I'm like, I don't need someone. Just, you should know where it is if you work here. So then we got to go on a fucking field trip together to find somebody that works in electrical. They take me to the fucking power. Now it's been 30 minutes, okay? I've been in Home Depot for 30 minutes. I want to kill myself. Everybody's looking at me fucking insane because I don't look like I belong in Home Depot, right? All the fucking handymen in there. Oh, I'm building a shed in my backyard. Oh, I'm actually doing the plumbing in my upstairs unit because I'm not about to pay another contractor to do it. These people are in here who are just, if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, I'm dying first. Those people are probably dying, shortly after, but they're all outliving me. And they're all looking at me like, this fucking diva. This fucking diva in the Fendi sweatpants. This guy doesn't know anything. And they're right, I don't. Okay? So anyway, can't find anything. Finally, they take me to where the adapters are. They don't have the adapter that I need. I'm like, you guys have 890,000 items in this store and you don't have the adapter I need? They've got 6 walls full of just electrical outlet stuff and you don't have the adapter that I need? So then I'm like, they're like, well, you can build an adapter if you buy this thing, and then if you route it through. I'm like, dude. Finally, they have the genius idea to find. They have like they have 2 adapters that they found. So they're gonna have 2 different adapters they're gonna give me. It's like $50 to buy 2 different adapters. And as I'm literally leaving to go check out with this contraption that I'm gonna have to MacGyver, I realize, oh, wait a minute. I can just buy a different power cord. Hey, dumb fuck. You can just buy a degular American power cord that like goes into the back of a TV. You don't need an adapter for the Australian power cord that they provided you. You can just buy a different one. So then I have to walk back with my tail between my legs and go, hey, actually, I just had an idea. Do you guys have an American power, like a regular power? And they're like, yeah, we have 100 of them. You fucking moron. So then it's like $6. I finally fucking check out. It's been an hour. I'm in Home Depot for an hour for a fucking power cord. This is why I hate Home Depot. Home Depot is hell. So that was my morning. Let's talk about the week that I had on social media because I love bragging about myself. Man, we had another big one, didn't we? We had another big week. A lot of viral videos. The podcast numbers are up again by a lot. You guys are spreading the word. I fucking love to see it, dude. We're rising, we're ascending, we're going up and to the right, this direction, okay? Something else I've noticed. I'm seeing a lot of mini-me's running around. I'm noticing a lot of people copying the sauce. I have, and I'm flattered, I've created a new genre of content creation, which is basically just people making fun of entrepreneur bros. I've been sent hundreds of videos from just different people doing my thing. And I want to be clear, am I the first person to ever like maybe make fun of I don't know. Probably not. I'm sure someone's done it before me, maybe. But I got a lot of sons running around. And I'm going to victory lap. Allow me to victory lap. What can I say? I'm a trendsetter, huh? And you know what? This is a great trend because the thought process here is even though people are going to just keep doing it and run it into the fucking ground until everybody's sick of it and ruin it for me, at least it will hopefully put an end to the Entrepreneur Bro pandemic. And you better fucking believe I'm going to squeeze the towel until it's dry. Thing is, I don't need that. I don't need to make those videos to continue to scale and grow, because I can make fun of anything. I can clown anybody and anything. And I will continue to. So something that's been interesting though, as my podcast has grown and like the clips are growing and my social media is growing, I'm starting to monetize and I'm seeing money come in, which is crazy because I've never like made money on social media. And I'm noticing for all my content creators that are watching this, or the content creators that are out there, I'm noticing a pretty sizable gap between Instagram and TikTok. Now, I can't really speak on YouTube yet because I just hit the threshold to start monetizing on YouTube. But I'm getting similar impressions on Instagram and TikTok. Definitely like a little bit more on TikTok. But the amount I'm making, the difference is ridiculous. I'm making so much more money on TikTok than Instagram. I cannot believe it. And Instagram has a monetization problem if this is the case, because I'm in like the TikTok creator, TikTok creator program beta. I don't know what the fuck it's called. The creativity program beta, something, whatever. I'm making a shitload of money on TikTok and no money on Instagram. Like $50 a month on Instagram. I've got 5 million impressions monthly on Instagram. I'm making $50. Huh? What? What's my incentive to grow on Instagram? On TikTok, for the same amount of impressions, I'm making 10,000% of that. Do the math. Minimum. Why would I put effort into growing my Instagram when I can? Do you understand what I'm saying? And they need to be careful, because this is what happened to Vine. I don't know how old you guys are. I don't know if you remember, but Vine was the go-to place for content creators. It's how a lot of these people scale and grew. And what happened is, long story short, as Vine began to die and other alternatives popped up, the Vine creators, a group of about 20 of them, went to Vine and they said, hey, you need to pay us or we're leaving. And they didn't want to pay him. I don't think they asked for anything crazy. I mean, these are like the biggest, these are like the king botches of Vine. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think they asked for like $1 million or something to that effect. And Vine was like, no. And they didn't pay them and they left. And Vine died. Now, I don't think Instagram's going to die, but I do think they're going to lose a sizable amount of market share. And advertisers are going to be like, well, content creators are all on TikTok. And even though there's a monetization issue on TikTok, which I've touched on before, we're just going to advertise on TikTok because everyone's leaving. All the dope creators are growing their fucking TikTok. And if they're doing long form, they're doing it on YouTube. So we're not gonna. So Instagram needs to get their shit together, because this is an issue. And I know I've spoken to other people about this since this happened. I started calling some people who are way bigger than me on socials. And they're like, yeah, dude, Instagram doesn't pay shit. TikTok pays way more. That's why we go so hard on TikTok. So yeah. Enough about that. The shirt I'm wearing, the Jahmyr Gibbs shirt that my father did. The Detroit Lions won their first playoff game in 32 years. Their first home playoff game. Well, their first playoff game and their first home playoff game. In 32 years, beating the Los Angeles Rams last Sunday. And I can say definitively, it was one of the greatest moments of my life. Now, is that pathetic? Maybe. But I'm going to give it to you straight on this show like I always do. Did I shed a tear on FaceTime with my father? Yes. And so what? What are you going to do about it? It was incredible, dude. And it's Matt Stafford, the former Lion that everybody loved. Came into Ford Field, we kicked his fucking ass. And then his wife, Kelly Stafford, who's just a notorious pain in the ass, was complaining all week in the media afterwards about how we booed her kids and we booed her and they booed Matt Stafford. Yeah, Kelly Stafford, we booed your children. No. You walked on the field with your children and we booed you. Okay? Do you know why? Because you can't shut the fuck up. And you're annoying. And the fans don't like you. We love your husband. We love Matt Stafford. But you're annoying. And we booed you. And you happen to have your kids with you. Do you really think we booed your children? Or do you think we maybe booed you? And about booing Stafford, like, sorry, we're not going to give a standing ovation to the opposing quarterback that's standing in between us and a playoff win. Okay? I would boo my own mother if she was the quarterback of the Los Angeles Rams. Boo, Mom! Boo! This is how it is, man. So, big win. Let's fucking go. We have an actual path to making the Super Bowl. We play tomorrow against the Bucs. We need to win. If not, again, I will go to jail probably. You won't see me for weeks. And then we play the NFC Championship game, and then all that's left between us and the Super Bowl is whoever wins in the AFC. Don't let us win. If we win the Super Bowl, I'm going to be insufferable forever. Okay? If you think I'm annoying now and a cocky fuck now, oh God, just wait. In the playoffs, the Eagles lost. And the Eagles were at one point the Super Bowl favorite. They were like 11-1. And if you're not a big sports fan, they have a quarterback named Jalen Hurts, who by all accounts is like a star quarterback. He's like incredibly handsome for no reason. He's just like way too handsome. And I've started noticing that he just doesn't say anything when he talks. He literally it's just word salad. And I noticed this at the end of last year, and me in the group chat were laughing. Well, apparently everybody else has picked up on this because over the past couple of weeks, it started going viral that he just yaps. So I'm going to play a press conference from this game where Jalen Hurts is talking to the media, and man, this shit is so funny. Okay.
What's the sense that you're getting of the confidence level of your teammates inside the locker room?
The thing about weathering it all, man, we get a question like that or a question like this. It's about not riding waves, never getting too high, never getting too low, and keeping the main thing with that. Right now, regardless of what's going on outside of us, anything external, it's about controlling what we can, and I truly believe this team is more than capable in taking advantage of what's in front of us. You got to do the work, and you got to do what you need to do. But all you need is a crumb. All you need is an opportunity. All I need is a crumb. And so, we're gonna put our hands on deck to do that. It's simply win or go home, and nothing else matters. Nothing prior matters.
What is bro talking about? What the fuck? What was the question? Did he even answer the question? I mean, just yapping, dude. Bro, he's speaking in captionese. Everything he said was a fucking Instagram caption. He was just spamming quotes. Like, hey, we're just riding waves, man. You can never get too high, never get too low. We just need all hands on deck, We just need to externalize it because, we are what's within. We got to look deep inside of us and pull that out. You know, like Indiana Jones when he reached in the heart and the heart was beating, and that's what we need to do, but with the game, man, because it's all about the game, man. It's just the love of the game, man. Just spamming quotes. Bro speaks in Pinterest. He sounds like you ran post-game press conference AI. Like he's got like a program where he just like they created an algorithm where they ran every post-game press conference through an algorithm and then just like used Chat GPT and let it answer all the questions. And it just generated every answer. He sounds like a fucking politician, but like less coherent than Joe Biden. Like was just literally making up things as he went. Just didn't know where he was going to end when he started and couldn't stop. Like he just kept fucking talking, dude. Like when you roll down the hill and then you just keep rolling down the, you know what I mean? Listen to this fucking
teammates inside the locker room.
You think about weathering it all, man. You know, we get a question like that or a question like this. It's about not riding waves. Never getting too high, never getting too low, and keeping the main thing with that.
Keeping the main thing with that, man. Hey, man, it's just about keeping the main thing with that, man.
Right now, regardless of what's going on outside of us, anything external.
Yeah, that's what that means. Anything external means outside. Yeah, good job.
It's about controlling what we can. Yeah. Controlling what we can, you know, and I truly believe this team is more than capable of taking advantage of what's in front of us. You got to do the work, and you got to do what you need to do. But you know, all you need is a crumb. All you need is an opportunity.
What is that?
All I need is a crumb. And so,
all I need is a crime. What the fuck does that even mean? All I need is a crime, man. All I need is an opportunity, man. All I need is a crime. I don't know if that means what you think it means. What the fuck is he saying? Just yapping. Yap! Green, yappy 8! Green, yappy 8! Ramble, ramble, ramble! Say, yep! Say, yep! Yeah. That's for the football fans out there. That is so fucking funny, dude. I went down this like rabbit hole of just watching all these Jalen Hurts press conferences after for like way too long. Absolutely fucking hilarious, man. A good time. You know, it's not a good time. The fact that a giant invasive spider species the size of my palm has invaded the United States. Yeah. The Joro spider, which is native to Asia, has begun spreading through the United States coming from the East Coast. And scientists say they're here. They have invaded. And they're invasive because they are literally disrupting the food chain. I don't think I can quite depict how terrifying these fucking spiders look. I don't know about y'all, but I have a fear of spiders. I'm not scared of a lot of stuff in life, but spiders are one of them. And these fucking things are this big. And do you know how they travel? The reason they're spreading so fast and so far is because they travel through a process called ballooning, which is when they send a string of web in the air and let the wind whisk them away. So they just fly through the sky. Oh, great. So spiders the size of a tennis ball are flying through the fucking air like Spider-Man. They can have it. They can have America. It's time to leave America. It's time to go. I'm out of here, dude. I'm gone. If taxes weren't bad enough, if the cost of living wasn't bad enough, now I have to deal with fucking Peter Parker. These things, dude, Again, if you're not watching, I'm going to put a photo of them on the show. If you're not watching, I implore you to go check us out on YouTube because you should be anyway. You need to see these fucking spiders. Dude, no shot. It's their country now. They've done it. They control America. It's their country and we're just living in it. We're the illegal aliens now. It's time to go. So pack it up. Make sure your passport's good. It's time to get the fuck out of here. Yeah? Yeah, fuck that. Okay. I saw this clip that's going viral on TikTok and Instagram. I've had a few of my producer friends send me this video begging me to react to it on the podcast. And I'm gonna because it literally makes my blood boil. This video pisses me off so fucking much. Okay, here it is. Hold on. Let me open it.
You do send me a beat or something before I hop it on, I be like, I'm not paying your ass. I tell him, like, bro, you not getting no money from me, gang. I fuck with the beat, though. If you gonna let me hop on it, I rap on it. But don't come try to get no money, cause I'm not paying you. And then nigga say, all right, cool. And that's you agreed to it. You feel me? I told you I wasn't gonna pay you.
Right.
So, or I tell somebody, like, we can work. You know, I be like, yeah, we can work. Like, send me some loops or something.
Right.
I'm gonna tell them.
And you'll co-produce the beat with them.
Yeah, something like that.
Gotcha.
And I put the drums on there or whatever, but you feel me? You just gotta be real with whoever. If a nigga do send me a beat or something before I hop it on, I be like, I'm not paying your ass. I tell him, like, bro, you not getting no money from me, gang.
Got it. So you are on a podcast proudly declaring that you don't pay producers for beats. Aren't you embarrassed? How are you not embarrassed of yourself? You fucking cornballs will drop $20,000 on a fake-ass moissanite chain that your jeweler ripped you off on, but you won't pay your producers. You motherfuckers will go to the strip club, blow 15 bands, won't pay a producer for the beat. You're not working with anybody solidified in this business. I promise you, you will be laughed out of the fucking room if you tell a producer in the session, hey, just so you know, I'm not paying you. Dude, you think fucking Zaytoven is going to make a... You think 1500 or nothing's going to work with you? Do you think Oak Felder's going to work with you? Do you think I'm going to work with you? I'm going to fucking laugh you out of the room. If I sit down to make a track with you and you say, oh, just a heads up, I'm not going to be paying you for this beat. Let's just link and build, fam. I'll give you some exposure. Dude. You might be able to pull that on some fucking 16-year-old white kid that makes beats and Fruity Loops from Ohio. That's just so grateful for the opportunity. But you're not working with anybody in this business that's a serious producer like that. Because the people that make music for a living, that are decorated, that are solidified, will laugh you out of the fucking room, kid. Okay? Now I feel like I gotta be your father here. Son. Get the fuck out of here with that. You're gonna have an album full of SoundClick beats. Nobody's gonna work with you. Who the fuck are you? Wait a minute. Who are you? You know that? You know that meme? That's me turning around, seeing you, and going, Lil Tony? Wait a minute. Who are you? You're going to have an album full of SoundClick beats. You're going to be rapping, and in the middle of the song, it's going to go, purchase your track today. Purchase your track today. In the background. producer tag just tagged across the whole beat because you're too broke to buy it. You're leasing it for fucking $15 on SoundClick. You're gonna be on fucking YouTube searching Lil Tony type beats. And then you gotta copy and paste the link and go to YouTube to MP3 converter for your whole album. What type of convo is this to have with the producer? Yeah, you just gotta be real. Let them know up front. So what? They get to the studio and you're like, oh, hey, heads up. Before we get started on the song, I'm not paying you as I'm wearing 30 grand in fake jewelry. Look, Lil Tony, you're 19. So you're still young. I could roast you for maybe the next 30 minutes if I wanted to. I could roast your music. I don't even know what it sounds like, but I would imagine it's probably pretty average. It might work. You're probably good. But the bottom line is, I've been in this game for almost a decade, and I've seen about 20 of you come and go every quarter. You have like a song, maybe two, pop off. But you have this bullshit ass attitude coming into a business that is run by professionals that collaborate and work together to make dope shit. This attitude is fucking garbage, and nobody is going to take you seriously. Okay? I sure as fuck don't. And guess what? Anybody that sees this video is also not going to take it seriously. And you know who's going to see this video? Probably everybody in the music business. One way or another. You know why? Because your boy goes viral. And even if they don't see this video, when I meet with the labels, when I meet with different producers, when I meet with the dozens of A&Rs that tap in with me every week, and if your name ever comes up, do you know what I'm going to say? Oh, he doesn't fucking pay his collaborators. Nah, I don't fuck with him. He doesn't pay people, and he thinks it's funny. And he brags about it in interviews while he's wearing moissanite on his neck. Have some fucking respect. Shit is corny as fuck, dude. Oh, don't pay me for a beat. I'm going to DMCA you before the second verse even starts. You couldn't even get me in the room as a songwriter. You couldn't afford me. Do you know why? Because I cost more than $1. Embarrassing, dude. Speaking of embarrassing, did you guys see this Alaskan Airlines flight? Yeah. An Alaskan Airlines flight flying from Oregon to Canada had the door fly off in the middle of the flight. The door just blew off, dude. Look at this.
Heart-stopping footage captured the moment the window of a new Boeing 737 MAX plane blew out shortly after takeoff. The Alaska Flight 1282, bound for Ontario in California, left Portland just after 5 p.m. local time on Friday, when a deactivated emergency door used as a regular cabin window blew out at 16,000 feet. The controversial jet was carrying 171 passengers and 6 crew. Miraculously, no injuries were reported on the plane.
Nope. Nope. No shot. No thank you. No. No. If I was on that flight, I would simply die. I'd see the door plug fly off, and I would be in the air, and I would see the sky, and I would simply die. A door plug, which is what flew off, is a piece of airplane that is cut to fit an emergency exit door, and literally is a plug. Like they literally plug it. They like Legos. And it flew off. Now, I just sat in an exit row on my way back from Miami. So I would have been seated there. I don't wear my seatbelt in the middle of the flight. I take it off immediately after takeoff because, of course, I would have flown out of the plane Now, you know, I will say I'm an athlete, right? So I would have probably grabbed the door like fucking Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. I would have probably held onto the door until it landed. Because I have impeccable strength, coordination. However, that is my biggest fear. This is why I always take an aisle seat, even though I don't think it would have mattered. So this fucking door flies off. Somehow nobody dies. I think nobody died because it didn't reach cruising altitude yet. I think they said if it reached cruising altitude, that shit would have been a lot worse. They didn't get into details, but I have a feeling it means like maybe everybody dies. I don't know. I can't confirm. They conducted an investigation. They found 5 other 737 MAX 9 aircrafts with loose bolts. Okay. Those have obviously all been recalled. But I fly a lot. I'm not fucking with this, dude. And then another Boeing plane caught on fire this past week. Again, everybody was okay. But what the fuck, dude, is going on, Boeing? And then Alaska Airlines offered everyone on the flight their money back and $1,500. Hey, sorry, guys. Here's a flight voucher and $1,500. We're sorry we almost killed you. Yeah, thanks. I'll see you in court. Hey, guys, thanks for the $1,500. I'll see you in court. Because what the fuck am I going to do with $1,500 in 2024? $1,500 doesn't even cover a flight to Detroit during the holidays. It doesn't even cover my rent. What the fuck am I going to do with this? I'll take that $1,500 and buy a new suit that I'm going to wear in court when I sue you for 15% of the company. Hi, TikTok. Get ready with me as I get ready to sue a major airline into the dark ages. Hi, TikTok. Get ready with me as I get ready to bankrupt a billion-dollar company. 2 of them, actually. Boeing and Alaska. I'm taking minimum 10% of the company. I'm suing you guys. I'm suing the fucking brakes off. You're going to have to change the name to Gino Airlines. That's the only way. $1,500. Suck my dick. What are you, drunk? What the the audacity. You know what I mean? $1,500, dude. There's just no way. So I'm done flying for a little bit until they fucking figure this out. I'm going to give it a beat. If you're thinking about flying, cancel your flights. We're walking and taking Greyhounds from now on. We're driving cross country. Look. I had a whole fucking full segment I was going to do. But to be honest with you guys, I got football to watch. And I'm a little exhausted. I don't really feel like getting real heady with you guys today, you know? We're going to save that for next week. We're going to jump right into everybody's favorite segment. That's what we're going to do. We're going to treat you. We got an action-packed FOH HOF this week. We got several new inductees into the Fuck Outta Here Hall of Fame. And we're going to just get right into it. Yeah? Because it's what the streets want, and I'm a man that believes in feeding the streets. So we're going to jump into it. Our first video is a video unlike any video we've really ever had. Yeah, so let's just get into it. Yeah, here we go.
I tell my kids and my clients never sit in those 4-foot wide wheelchairs that are in airports.
Because there's getting the microbiome.
A lot of bad ones in there.
Whoa.
Yeah. But what you want to do is maybe be the towel boy for the U.S. Olympic ski team or gymnastics team or soccer team, get their good microbes because they'll be higher performers.
That is fascinating.
Yeah.
So if you see people who clearly exhibit good health, spend more time around them.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you, as a physician, I will wear gloves on unhealthy people. and healthy people that have good microbes, I won't wear gloves.
Whoa.
So I'm actually benefiting myself from that kind of thing. But you know, birds of a feather flock together. You want to hang with healthy people. You're attracted to them because they will have a higher collection of more effective microbiomes.
Ew, dude. What? Hey, Doc, I think what you're describing is eugenics. Yeah, I think I've heard this before somewhere in history. Eugenics. This is so gross and just factually incorrect. Take it easy, Dr. Epstein, okay? You don't just... Okay, there's just a lot to unpack. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like take all this in. So bro is just rubbing his hands and fondling healthy people in the hospital as a part of his skincare routine. Yeah, I actually wear gloves when I work on unhealthy people, but when I'm working on somebody that's healthy with good biome microbes, I rub my hands all over them and on their face, and it's actually good for me. Dude, you're a doctor. You should always wear gloves. What the fuck, dude? Take this guy's license away from him. You're just publicly on here like, yeah, whenever I'm around healthy people, I just don't practice good hygiene or proper protective measures, and I just rub my hands all over them. Yeah, that's why I always lick the operating table after surgery, because I really want to get those good microbes on my tongue and into my body. Okay, Hannibal, fucking take it easy, Larry Nassar, okay? Relax. This is so gross and creepy. Bro is pro cooties. He's like, yeah, I just go around and I just like to find attractive women and just get their cooties all over me. It's good microbes. And the fucking weirdo advertising, I'm like, whoa. The guy interviewing him, whoa, that's fascinating. Whoa. Dude has like having a fucking epiphany every time he says anything. Just sucking his dick in the interview. Whoa. I mean, this logic is so dumb. I can't believe like this is a serious fucking interview. Yeah, you know, that's why I don't shake hands with ugly people. Because I don't want to get unattractive microbes on my hands and get ugly on me. I don't want to catch the ugly. I got the ugly. You know, in SpongeBob, when Patrick and SpongeBob think that they have the ugly. Now I have the ugly. That's what happens when you shake hands with ugly people. You can't touch ugly people. You'll get ugly microbes all over you. You got to be careful. It's why I wear gloves when I say hi to ugly people. When I go to an event, I keep a pair of gloves in my pocket. And before I shake hands, I go, hold on 1 second. I put on the gloves to shake their hands. But when I meet attractive people, well, I kiss them right on the mouth. Got to get those good microbes, right? When I meet somebody that's attractive, I shake their hand like this, and then I just rub up their arm. Do you know what I'm saying? They look at me crazy, and I go, hey, settle down. I just got to get some of those good microbes on me. I'm trying to remain youthful and get more attractive. This guy said that he said, I tell my kids not to get in the wheelchairs at LAX because disabled people have unhealthy microbes. What the fuck are you talking about? First of all, your kids shouldn't get in wheelchairs because they're not disabled. And that's horrible. Okay. And then he's like, yeah, but you should go be a towel boy for the US Open. Like, just fucking, yeah, cool. I'll just go ahead and volunteer at 30 years old for the US Open to be the towel boy. So I can rub so after fucking Yeah, after Federer, finishes the set and throws me his towel, I'm just gonna rub it all over my face. This is insane, dude. Yeah, he's got a good point though. That's why I abandoned all my friends and I'm only friends with players on the Detroit Lions and LA Kings now. Because they're superior athletes with exceptional microbiology. They're superior specimens. I really just surround myself with superior specimens. Just insane. All right, moving on. Our next inductee into the FOH HOF is just so full of shit. Here we go. This is absolutely this is gold, man.
I coached this kid and he came to me and said, I need your one-on-one coaching and I'm borrowing my last $3,000 to pay you. So I said, no problem, brother. I'll do it for you. And he was an inner city kid. He had a desire that he must be what he can be. Year later, he's a millionaire and he bought a Lambo. I was so pissed. I don't think we can work together anymore. I've wasted my year with you. He's like, what are you talking about? I make millions of dollars. I know, but you're not buying the right things for the right reasons. Excuse me, Mr. Melcher, what? He said, actually, I'm going to teach you something. He said, I did buy the right thing for the right reasons. Where I'm from the inner city. When I drive that Lambo in my neighborhood, kids come up to me and they're like, man, are you an athlete? Are you a drug dealer? Are you a crypto guy? How'd you make that much money to buy that car? And I tell them, I read books and I teach people. I said, you get a year free coaching. I know you can afford my training. And you know what he said to me? I'm going to donate what I would have paid for your coaching to have one of these young kids coach for you. I'm still going to pay.
And made it up. Made up the whole story. Hi, I'll take stories that didn't happen for 500, Alex. Daily double. You're a liar. I have a superpower to tell when people are just being pathological liars and making things up. And my fucking radar went ming, 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 ming. This story is completely fabricated. What in the white savior complex is this story? This is just appalling. Let's watch this one more time, and I'm going to point out a couple of things I noticed.
I coached this kid and he came to me and said, I need your one-on-one coaching and I'm borrowing my last $3,000 to pay you. So I said, no problem, brother. I'll do it for you. And he was an inner city kid. He had a desire that he must be what he can be. Year later, he's a millionaire and he bought a Lambo. I was so pissed.
Okay, so first of all, I studied body language for over a decade. He is showing so many signs of deception in his body language. Couple of things. One, he keeps touching his face and covering his face when he talks. And you can see in certain moments, there's certain things he's saying where he literally will just put his hand in front of his face. Now, there's, have you ever seen the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil monkeys? The monkeys that are covering their ears and covering their eyes and covering their mouth. So this stems from monkeys when they, we evolved from monkeys, and monkeys do not have deceptive, how would I word this? They naturally do not deceive. And so when a monkey is told something it doesn't like in fucking monkey language or hears something it doesn't want to hear, it covers its ears, right? When it sees something it doesn't want to see, it covers its eyes. And when it says something it's not supposed to say or whatever, it covers its mouth, right? And babies and young children do this as well. So when you tell a baby, no, you can't do that. No, they cover their ears because they don't want to hear it. If you say, no, you can't have that, they cover their ears because they don't want to hear it. When a baby says a bad word or when a young kid swears or says something they shouldn't say, they cover their mouth, right? And even children, when they begin lying and learning how to deceive, and they say something that's not true, and you go, is that true? Did that happen? They'll cover their mouth. Now, as we get older, we learn what are called deceit signals, and we learn how to lie, and we get better at acting and lying, right? But we're never that good. We're not perfect. And especially when people tell stories, and you're so fixated on the story, the lie. you will inherently try to cover your mouth. But again, we're adults, so we're not gonna cover our mouth, but we might have our hand in front of our face. We might literally bring our phone up in front of our face like this because we're trying to block our mouth. We might keep touching our nose. Now, mind you, some people, all things need to be taken in context, right? And so, I have allergies, so I itch my nose a lot. Some people might think I'm a Coke addict, but no, I just have allergies. So again, things need to be taken in context, right? But when someone is telling a story like this, that is also just so obviously cap, you need to put that in context with all the other signs, like rubbing your nose, grabbing on your earlobe, just literally covering your mouth. When you're telling the story, rubbing your head like this, but you're covering your mouth, you're lying. And it's such a weird thing to lie about, because this is just so inherently gross. This is some white savior complex bullshit, buy my course garbage.
And he came to me and said, I need your one-on-one coaching, and I'm borrowing my last $3,000.
I'm borrowing my last $3,000 to pay you. Yeah, all right, dude. Yeah, I only got $3,000 left and I live in the inner city, and I'm going to come pay this fucking self-help guru 3 bands to teach me how to go get my... Dude.
So I said, no problem, brother. I'll do it for you.
Brother.
And he was an inner city kid. He had a desire that he must be what he can be. Year later, he's a millionaire and he bought a Lambo. I was so pissed. I don't think we can work together anymore. I've wasted my year with you. He's like, what are you talking about? I make millions of dollars. I know, but you're not buying the right things for the right reasons. Excuse me, Mr. Melcher, what? He said, actually, I'm going to teach you something. He said, I did buy the right thing for the right reasons. Where I'm from the inner city. When I drive that Lambo in my neighborhood, kids come up to me and they're like, man, are you an athlete? Are you a drug dealer? Are you a crypto guy? How'd you make that much money to buy that car? And I tell them, I read books and I teach people. I said, you get a year free coaching. I know you can afford my...
Like, dude. Bro broke out all the stereotypes. Yeah, when I'm driving through the hood in my Lambo that I bought, all the kids come up to me and they're like, are you a drug dealer? Are you a basketball player? No. I read books and I teach people. Believe it or not, this inner city kid didn't grow up to be a drug dealer or an athlete. He paid me his last $3,000 and I saved him. I taught him a course on how to read books and charge other inner city kids $3,000 for a course of how to charge other inner city kids $3,000 for a course to teach other inner city kids. You see what I'm saying? So now, instead of a neighborhood full of drug dealers and wannabe athletes and upcoming rappers or crypto scammers, they're pyramid scheme entrepreneur bros selling courses on social media. Great work. So I just want to get this straight. Bro gave him his last $3,000 to his name so he could teach him a course on how to teach a course and sell other people to buy his course. And now he's a millionaire years later. And he bought a Lamborghini. So this guy took $3,000, flipped it into $1 million, which is about $500,000 after taxes. Bought a $250,000 car. And he bought it because you can't lease a Lamborghini. You have to buy it. Okay? Yeah, it's great advice there. What are these courses these motherfuckers are selling where you can make $1 million appear out of thin air? What pyramid scheme makes you this much money this fast out of nowhere? It's like Cutco knives, college painters. Just making up stuff, dude. Just like racist by accident and just gross. Just so corny, dude. Okay. Yeah, I saved this inner city kid from a life of crime and taught him how to read a book. Now he has a Lamborghini. Great work, Dr. Meltzer. Okay. We got two more. This one is another entrepreneur bro, and this guy, yeah, well, let's just watch.
Recovery. It's part of the process. This one, 170 degrees, 40 minutes. You work hard, you recover harder. And until you learn that, you're going to be playing catch up. Think about it. I'll teach you the little tricks to stay ahead of everybody you know. Have a good evening.
Dude, 170 degrees. This guy is a tomato. This guy's in a sauna, 170 degrees, and he's red. He's the color of a gala apple. Take it easy, Hellboy. Relax, dude. This is what Deadpool looks like without the mask on. He's gonna. This is not healthy. This is insane looking, dude. He's about to explode. He's about to simultaneously combust, dude.
Recovery. It's part of the process. This one, 170 degrees, 40 minutes. You work hard, you recover harder. And until you learn that, you're going to be playing catch up.
Ketchup. You're the color of ketchup. Ketchup is right, dude. You're gonna. This guy look. He's melting, dude. This guy is melting. You should not have this many veins on your body either. His veins are literally about to explode. He's cooking. He's baking. This isn't a sauna. This is an easy bake oven. He's on a Chernobyl fat churn. This is like a radiation speed run. Yeah, so then I just, to really recover faster and burn the fat, I just go to a nuclear power plant and just get as much radiation on my body as possible. And it just melts off. This is not healthy. Don't do this. Don't go into a sauna at 170 degrees. That's like the Earth's mantle. That's so hot, dude. Humans are... I mean, he looks like Bob the Tomato from VeggieTales. He looks like, or like Larry the Lobster from SpongeBob. He's giving let him cook a whole new meaning. Yo, let bro cook. He's cooking. Bro, he's literally cooking. I can smell his skin burning. He looks like the angry red face emoji in real life in this video, dude. Can we check if this guy's still alive or did he literally just die? He's speaking like one word every 10 seconds to probably stop his heart from not. Like if he spoke faster, his heart would just stop.
Recovery. It's part of the process. This one, 170 degrees, 40 minutes. You work hard, you recover harder.
You work hard, you recover harder. Recovery. This one, 170 degrees. Fucking dude. Holy shit, man. All right. Last video. I'm going to take a sip of water. This is going to be a lot here. So my pronoun video last week was a big hit on the internet. A lot of people enjoyed that one. And I think what made it so special is that, again, people on the far left, people on the far right, people in the middle, people on the adjacent right, people on the adjacent left, we all can agree. Whether you are, you're pro-trans, you're anti-LGBTQ, you're whatever the fuck you are, most people can agree that neo-pronouns are absurd, right? And this video has been sent to me a lot after the last pronoun video I posted. And Yeah, I'm gonna give the people what they want, aren't I? We have a new neo pronoun that's making head waves. Yeah, let's just get right into it, shall we? Here we go.
Hi, my name is Asa. I'm a member of the DID system, and I'm also a bearded vulture therian. I have 2 questions. One is for other therians, specifically bird therians, and the other question is for other systems who have therian system members. So first question for other bird therians, what are some things you do that help you feel more connected to your stereotype? Like, I know that for people whose stereotypes are 4-legged, they can do quadrobics, and that helps them a lot. But obviously that's not applicable to bird therians. I also want to clarify for anyone who doesn't know, quadrobics does not automatically equal therians. People can do quadrobics and not be a therian. So that's my first question, how to feel more connected to bird stereotypes. And second question is for systems with therian alters. Do these alters appear human in our world, or do they appear as their stereotype in our world? Or is it kind of a combo situation? Like, we have someone in our system who is both a guy and a vulture at the same time. We don't consider him a therian because he doesn't consider himself a therian. He just kind of exists as both of those things at once. Is that how therian alters work in you guys' systems? Just very curious about how other people experience this kind of thing.
Okay. Let's unpack that, yeah? So first, let's get some definitions out of the way, because I had to literally go through Google to understand what the fuck she's even talking about. Therians are people that identify as non-human animals, like a frog. Quadrobics is moving on all fours. So some people identify as 4-legged animals, and they do quadrobics to feel more like the animals that they identify as. She identifies as a bearded vulture therian. So a bird. I don't know what she said. I had to watch this video so many times, and I really made the effort to try to like unpack this. Was this written by J.R.R. Tolkien? I mean, she's talking, and I literally like.
Hi, my name is Asa. I'm a member of the DID system, and I'm also a bearded vulture therian.
Okay.
I have 2 questions. One is for other therians, specifically bird therians, and the other question is for other systems who have therian system members. So first question for other bird therians, what are some things you do that help you feel more connected to your stereotype?
When she says stereotype, it sounds like somebody saying stereotype that has a lisp. What are some things that people do to connect with their stereotypes? That bird therians do to connect with their stereotypes? Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Like, I know that for people whose stereotypes are 4-legged, they can do quadrobics, and that helps them a lot. But obviously that's not applicable to bird therians.
Just flap your fucking arms. Like wings. Just walk around flapping your arms. So you can really feel like a bird. You can't feel like a bird because you have no idea what it feels like to be a bird. Because you're not a bird, and nobody can ever know what it feels like to be a bird. Did you read a biography written by a red-tailed hawk and then go, "Hey, this is how I feel. I identify as a bird." You're not a bird because you're not a bird.
Quadrobics does not automatically equal therians. People can do quadrobics and not be a therian.
They don't. It might not be a therian, but they are fucking weirdos. If you're walking around on all fours, you might not be a therian, but you are a fucking weirdo.
So that's my first question, how to feel more connected to bird stereotypes. And second question is for systems with therian alters. Do these alters appear human in our world, or do they appear as their stereotype in our world?
Is this an Elden Ring storyline? Am I watching Game of Thrones? Do they identify as their Therian alter inner world or a Theriotype system's outer world?
Or is it kind of a combo situation? Like we have someone in our system who is both a guy and a vulture at the same time. We don't consider him a Therian because he doesn't consider himself a Therian. He just kind of exists as both of those things at once.
What? He's a guy and a vulture at the same time? What is he, an animorph? Is he just like, does he animorph into a vulture whenever there's a dead body in the desert? Whenever there's a corpse around him? Does he circle his food before he eats it at the table? Sir, your chicken Milanese. He just like... You know? You're a vulture, huh? Where's your beak? Where's your beak? You're a vulture? Fly then. Go ahead, fly. I wish she was on the Alaskan Airlines flight. She could have jumped out of the fucking window and flown to safety. You're a vulture? Fly. Go ahead. You know how mother birds push their baby birds out of the nest to test their wings when they're young? I think we should start imposing a similar strategy. Oh, you're a vulture? Okay. Let's take them to the top of a tree and just push them. And if they're birds, should be fine, right? Yeah, I'm a bearded owl Therian. I rotate my head 360 degrees to look behind myself and make sure I'm not being stalked by any wolf Therians that are hungry. I mean, this is just unfortunate, man. This is why, like, when I dye my hair, everybody just associates me with these people. I mean, this girl's walking around with pink hair. She looks like she identifies as a flamingo, actually. Man, tough scene. Tough watch, huh? And again, the problem with this, I'm someone who's pretty liberal. You're making it really hard. You're making it really, really hard. I consider myself a huge ally of the LGBTQ community. If somebody is transphobic in front of me, I'll literally beat their ass in public. But this, I gotta bully you. I gotta bully you. I gotta make fun of you. Again, I didn't wake up today and decide, time to go be a bully. But when a video like this crosses my desk, my hands are tied. I have to. I have a responsibility. I often feel like Spider-Man. I'm at my newspaper job. I get there, I look out the window, and I see a monster terrorizing the town. Gotta go. I'm Clark Kent. I'm wearing the glasses. I'm Clark Kent. I'm at my job. I look out the window, and I see a huge monstrosity being destroying the city. Got to find a phone booth. Time to put on the bullying uniform. I have to do it. I'm not the bully that this town needs, but I'm the bully that this town deserves. Is that the quote? It's not the hero that we need, is the hero we deserve. That's how I feel. You either live long enough to be a hero, you either die, You either die soon enough to be a hero, or you live long enough to be a bully. And that's me. A super bully. Because I have to be. This town needs me. Right? I want to thank you for listening or watching Good Luck this week. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, which you should be, leave a comment, make sure you're liked, and smash the fuck out of that subscribe button, dude. Smash the fuck out of that subscribe button. And then make another YouTube account and subscribe from that account. Like from that account, comment on that account. Maybe you make one every day for the next 2 weeks. Huh? That'd be fun. That'd be a fun little activity for you, yeah? Anyway, thanks again, guys. And I'm gonna have to sign off with the Good Luck theme song, aren't I? The new Good Luck AI theme song. This seems to be a big favorite. People love it. And so here we go. Until next week, as the world continues to crumble at our feet and the doors of airlines that we fly are flying off and landing in backyards across the nation. Good night and good luck.
Everybody listen close. There's a brand new show that you gotta know. It's called Good Luck with Gino.
That's me.
It's gonna get you moving, get you in the zone. Good luck, good vibes, good times. With Gino by your side, you'll be feeling fine. Every week, he's gonna bring the hype. Woo! So come on, let's go tune in online.
That run is incredible, dude.